Okay, my name is Casper Fabricius. I'm an engineering manager with Podio, which is part of Citrix. And I guess I'm the first one here to kind of represent the employer's perspective on this. I promised Casper to try and do this in 10 minutes, so I just rush through the slides, and then I have some other things that I just want to mention. I don't know about you guys, but this is how my day started. Because I mean, we switched back from daylight savings today, right? And I mean, I'm not against daylight savings, but this is just like this is not a good way to start your morning when you have a 2-year-old and you're. But anyway, Podio is a collaborative online workflow tool. We help hundreds of thousands of companies all around the world to structure their work and to just work better and smarter online. Citrix is a massive US IT company. We do all kinds of stuff. We do virtualization. We have a large-scale networking device that more than 2/3 of all internet traffic passes through. We have online meeting software. We have user support software. So lots of different stuff and offices all over the world. And a few years ago, Podio, a Danish startup at the time, was acquired by Citrix. Since then, we've grown out of our little office at another place at Vesterbro to now have a big Citrix office right across the street from here, where we're not just building Podio, but also several other Citrix products. So in fact, Citrix has been very nice and invested a lot in Danish, kind of what's called Danish workplaces. We have 22 different nationalities in our office, where we are around 90 people. Only about 1/3 of us are Danes, and we only speak English in the office. So don't come and work for us and think you're going to learn Danish, because you're not, right? And honestly, we don't care about if you speak Danish. Sorry, Casper, but we really don't care about that. We like to work together, and we like to hang out, and we like to also talk to our customers. We like to do that a lot. Also invite them into the office and talk to them, get a first view on their problems. We also do the running thing. Maybe you guys have heard about it. Big thing in Denmark. All companies in Denmark get together every year. Everyone runs 5Ks. It's actually really fun. It's a huge part of Danish company culture. Everyone does it. You're gonna try it as well if you haven't already. It's really fun. And sometimes we also party. We have a lot of open positions, also in mostly in sort of more technical areas, but I just wanted to list them for you. And then what I wanted to say that I don't have any slides on is that we don't really differentiate between Danish and international candidates. I mean, if we differentiate against something, sometimes probably try not to. Sometimes we differentiate a little bit about how hard is it going to get this person to actually get a visa, because sometimes it just takes like a really long time to get someone in from Russia or Brazil or something like that. But if you're already here in Denmark and maybe you even already have a work permit, we see that as a great luxury, and then we actually don't really care if you're Danish or not. But we do expect your English skills to be decent, right? Again, we don't care about your Danish, but your English has to be decent, right? So how do you actually get a job with us? So we build a software product. You need to try our software product before you apply for our job, right? that's the first thing I ask. I call them on the phone, I do a screening call, I ask, have you tried Podio? You have no idea how many people say, no, but I checked your website and I watched the video. What the, sorry, I'm going to be sorry, but you know, come on guys, try out the product. It's online, it's free, sign up and try it, right? Then I think Casper also mentioned in the mail something about, so what should you actually do? Like, should you show up in the office or call us or something? I say no thanks, please don't do that. We don't want to have people running around without appointments and so on, right? Please apply for a specific job online, or if there's nothing that fits you but you still think it sounds interesting, you know, then send us an email to our job email, right? That's the way we want to do that. The whole thing about you know, people saying, oh, you need to call the company to show interest and so on. If you don't have a really important question that you just have to know up front, then please don't call us, because it's just annoying. It doesn't really help with your getting your job. What really helps is writing a great cover letter specifically tailored for us, right? Write why you want to work for us. I mean, and you know, it's great to write a lot of stuff about yourself, but put yourself in the employer's position. You have to explain to us why you will be a benefit to us. Too many candidates fall into the trap of when I ask them, why do you want to work here? They talk about how great it's going to be for them, right? All the stuff they can learn, and that's true and that's good. But you have to sell yourself by telling us what it is that you are so great that you can do for us, right? Since we have a lot of technical positions, I just want to say you have to be prepared to answer technical questions early, right? I call up people every day and I ask them technical questions on the phone, yes, and you have to be able to answer them on the spot, right? Because that's just an easy way to filter out people who might not be totally honest about what they write in their application. And also be prepared to solve an assignment, right? When we get a little further in the interview process with us, usually already after the first round interview, then you're going to get an assignment. And that might be a technical assignment if it's a developer position, or it might be a creative assignment if it's a design position. But yes, we do give people assignments, and you really have to work your ass off on those assignments, because we look at them and we filter people from how they do on that assignment. And sometimes people tell us, but I didn't really have a lot of time, so I didn't do my best. I'm sorry, but you know, I mean, it doesn't really make any difference to us because you did a bad assignment. So then it ends there, right? You'll also speak to many different people when you interview with us. Not all of them do as much hiring as I do. Some of them are just your completely regular peers, right? People that will be in the same position or on your team if you guess the job right. You also have to have a strategy for connecting well with them, because even though I'm the manager, I don't make the decision, you know, by myself about who's getting the job right. I make that decision together with a lot of my colleagues. I have a lot of colleagues talking to you, and I really value their opinion, right? I've had candidates where I was like, yes, this is the perfect candidate, we're going to get him. And then the other guys have been, I'm not really sure about that. And honestly, it doesn't really take much more than one or two person who's not absolutely sure, then you're out. So you got to be ready to impress everyone that you're talking to with us. And you got to be, you know, again, just completely honest about your skills up front. If it turns out that you have applied for something that you're not really skilled for, then it's better to find out sooner rather than later, because otherwise you've just wasted everyone's time, right? I want to end up with a little tip that I was just thinking about before, because it is true what Morten and what was his name? Ignas said that it's all about networking, right? It's all about getting in the networks, and how do you get into networks here in Denmark? Something that's worked really well for me is to find user groups on meetup.com and go to the user group meetings. It's just, you know, it's great. It's usually international crowd. We have most meetups are in English, and there are people there who are just as ready to network as you are. Go and find those meetups and go out and meet some people, and then you'll have your network. It's honestly a much faster way to get a job than the whole application thing. That's all I had to say.
Right. Thanks.